What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis PRIME, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 3-0 victory of Barcelona against Levante in La Copa del Rey that can help us now to progress to the quarterfinals, a quarterfinals which sets up to be a very hard, difficult challenge for any team at this stage of the competition right now. The teams that are remaining here in these last 8 are good teams. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, turn on the bell notification icon, and also follow us on all other social media to keep up to date. You get the deal, you know the drill, but now let's get right into it. So, the very first thing that I want to mention today is that the manner that Barcelona won was very convincing, and that's something that I always want to see. Sometimes you may win games, I don't know, 1-0, 2-0, but the manner that you win them are not very convincing. For instance, let's take a look. I think our win at Real Sociedad, which was 2-1 if I'm not wrong, that win was not convincing at all. I still don't know how we managed to get the 3 points out of that game, and I think most of you will also agree. But in today's victory, we did it very convincingly. Like, the manner that Barcelona played throughout the entire 90 minutes was very good. I never see Levante in the game. Like, they were never really that threatening. They still managed to put 9 shots, but only 1 of them was on target. In the case of Barcelona, we managed to put 25 and 11 of them on target, and 13 of them in target, sorry, and that's something which is a very good return. So in my eyes, there's obviously a lot of improvement when we have this first team just playing at the best, and I feel that that's something which we're gonna obviously see more and more, because the nice part, let's say, of the footballing season starts now. You got the Copa del Rey becoming a little more harder, you see more intense games, then we have La Liga, the second round, and then of course we have the Champions League nights that are gonna be coming soon as February starts. So this is good that Barcelona are getting into this mojo. Before, at the start, when I had a preview of what I wanted to see of Barcelona this season, I said that we had to click and kind of like be at our top, our best performance at the right moment, and if we continue like this, then certainly we're gonna be able to do that. So that's something very good. I wanted to see Barcelona win convincingly, not only by 3-0, but just because of the result. I wanted to see them perform like the team we are, and that's something that I saw today. Now I want to move into some of the players I want to give special mentions to, and the very first one is Jason Murillo. I feel that Jason Murillo put in a very good shift today. He did what he had to do. He was very confident on the ball, and obviously having someone like Manuel Boateng, someone very fast, agile and strong, was going to be a difficult task. There were some moments where he showed a little bit of kind of like understanding of the Barcelona way, but it's something that will come of age, you know. That's something that comes after playing a lot of different games, and I feel that we all saw that Jason Murillo has the potential to play in this system. If he wants to stay well the rest of the season, that's something that the club gotta decide. I don't have nothing against him really, but I just feel that we kind of had to put the bar on our center backs a little bit higher. But still, he did a great performance today, and imagine just having someone like him in previous games where we were lacking kind of like a good Piqué. The change just would have been different, and who knows, perhaps the difference in La Liga could have been greater than what right now it is. But now in La Copa del Rey, in a good match, he did a very good job. Before moving on into the midfield, I want to also really talk about and highlight the great defensive performance of Nelson Semedo today. I feel that he was probably one of our best players tonight. He was really good on the ball when he had it. He made the right runs. Maybe Dembele could have been better on his passing to get him pass through, but I think that overall Nelson Semedo was really good. It seems that he knows understand perfectly when to go forward, when to come back. He plays like Dani Alves in that sense. May not be the same quality at that, but it will come once again, like I said before with Murillo, with age. He's playing good, he's playing really good, and I would like Valverde to continue with this, because once again, even though as personal preference, I may like Sergio Roberto as a better player, collectively and for what Barcelona needs, Semedo is a much better right back in that position, and a much better right back that Sergio Roberto will ever be. So I feel that he needs to continue that kind of like good performances he's been put in, and with that we need to have faith in him. That's the only thing that kind of like bothers me with Valverde, is that he doesn't do that, you know. He rewards kind of like what you did in the past, your name, how big you are, and not necessarily sometimes the actual performances of the players. In my sense, I wouldn't have any problem to drop Sergio Roberto and put Nelson Semedo in there. I feel that also Sergio Roberto could be very impactful in like the Champions League coming off the bench. He can be a really good savior. He can play many different positions. Right wing, you need somebody a little bit more physical. He can be there. You want to play him in the midfield, go play him there. No, Semedo gets injured at right back, he can go at right back as well. I feel that we have a guy in Sergio Roberto that is such a utility man, that he covers so much. I feel that sometimes in some games, coming off a substitute could also be very, very good. So, I don't know, it's something for Valverde to kind of think about, but I feel that overall, it was a good performance from both players as well. In the midfield, I feel that right now Arturo Vidal is probably one of the best players we have, because he's not your shiny player that does all your flashy moments all the time, but he puts such a hard work and spirit into this side that I just praise so much. This is something that in South America I see all the time, and it's good to have that garra. Garra is Spanish for kind of have that hunger, that kind of like tooth, you know, that you want to like bite, you want to like be aggressive, not aggressive, but be passionate about something and just work your ass off and don't care about how strong you do it. That's what Arturo Vidal, I feel, brings to the team, and it's so good to see, because if you just watch a Barcelona game and just focus on Vidal, you just see how much he actually delivers and contributes all around. Like a single kind of like cover for a player opens up for Messi to then pass it on to Coutinho to score a goal or whatever. The little stuff like that that he does help us so much. So I feel that it's very good that we have him at the end of the day, and it's exactly that's going to help us to progress further forward in competitions like the Champions League, and obviously continue our, let's say, run in La Liga. And up top, I want to mention Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele today was outstanding. He was one of the main figures of this Barcelona team, alongside Lionel Messi, like always, and, well, Nelson Semedo, like I mentioned before, and Arturo Vidal. I feel that Dembele was really kind of coming good, you know? He's kind of like past that green, really kind of like soft, naive type of deal. Now he's becoming a really strong, more mature player, and he seems to be understanding much better the overall time and space that Barcelona creates. And he's now getting into possessions where it's just so hard, like you see for Levante today, to control. And that is something that we must utilize more of him, and that's why I was very happy to see him there. And if we are going to be putting our main team and he's going to be there like today, it just shows how much confidence the club has in him as well. So I feel that it's a two-way thing now, and I'm very happy that all the things that were being said before are over, and now we're going to finally get and enjoy Ousmane Dembele. The positioning he showed, especially for that second goal, was really, really good. He looked at the center back, just a quick glance, and stopped his run just to wait for Messi to put that through-in pass, which was very, very good. It just penetrated the defense as fast as possible, and then he did very good to try to get around the keeper, and then obviously he had that help from Arturo, but nevertheless, that goal had to be given to Dembele in my eyes, just because of the sheer effort that he made in that play. And even though, like I said before, you may be saying, oh, but this guy said that Messi didn't start. And yeah, I didn't want him to start, but just because of fun, you know, I wanted to see how this team could deal with that. We've seen so many times at the start of the season where people like Luis Suarez, Busquets have been saying time and time again that they want to take the responsibility out of Messi so that he doesn't have to out-demand himself so much. But at the end of the day, if you want to be there, he's just a professional. He's determined to do so. And you can just see how good he was in this game, especially contributing to the 3 goals directly. In my eyes at the start, however, he wasn't his usual self. I don't know if you noticed this, but in the games against Eibar and also this one against Levante, it took him a little bit more time to get into it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was, but I don't care. Like, some of his passes were still superb, but yet again, those few minutes, those first 15 minutes for both games, he was not really himself. It was kind of like when you see Messi fail a pass and fail them like repeatedly, you're like, please don't tell me this is the end. But obviously it's not the end, it's just a joke. So great thing for Messi at the end of the day. He's always showing to be what we want him to be, a leader. And before he was doing actually from his performances, but now he does it as a captain as well. So overall, I feel that this is a good performance for a team, and I'm very happy that we got this win. And now to finally start wrapping this up, I want to talk about the substitutions that Ernesto Valverde did in this game, because some of them were good. You know, Sergio Roberto bringing in, coming in for Alba. I feel it's reasonable. We have to rest our player, and if we don't have Juan Miranda, well, Sergio Roberto, you go, no. Like I mentioned previously, he's the utility man. Denis Suarez also for Philippe Coutinho what for Ousmane Dembele, what does it mean? Does it mean that he's still gonna go to Arsenal? Who knows? But if he start getting involved in the game, in our play and our squad, well, obviously let's keep him if that's gonna happen, because it now seems that Malcolm is gonna depart to Spurs. So I don't know what's going on, but that's something I also want to mention, but not in this video, because I'm strongly disagree with Malcolm leaving the club, and it's something that pains me to see so much, and I just have this anger about it, so I want to mention it on the next video. I'm also about the young, because my boy Barcelona are making bad decisions in that sense. But the one I don't really understand that much is the one Luis Suarez coming in for Philippe Coutinho, because why do we really need him? I mean, I know that Arturo wants to see the match out. Scoring one more goal would have seen Barcelona to, well, just finish it off the tie, and obviously kind of put Levante into the ropes, really. But does he really believe that we needed Luis Suarez to come into this game to do that? Couldn't you have better put those minutes into someone like Carles Aleñá or Malcolm? So that's something that doesn't really kind of sticks with me. If you already take the decision to start Messi first of all, then do it, great. But do we really need Luis Suarez as well? I think that we were good in overall. I feel that somebody even like Carles Aleñá would have made it a little bit better, put more control into the midfield actually, or just for fuck's sake. Well, you see, situations like this is where normally people play. It's normally when people prove themselves, and we are not doing that. But yet again, we're still going to have some rotations in Leganés. I know that by a fact, because there's no way that we're going to start the same team. I don't think it's going to be the same players. I feel that we're going to see more players resting out in that game against Leganés, because this month it's hard, and February the same. So let's keep at it, and let's keep going. Let's continue. We're doing good so far. So now I'm going to sleep well, tight, and happy. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.